Well, Z462 has grown from its inception in 2008 to become a management system-oriented standard. It focuses on risk management principles and incorporates human error reduction techniques.
Certainly, I've expressed my opinion strongly for years that there's a couple of jewels in CSA Z462, and the number one jewel in Z462 is Annex A. It is a total alignment of safety management systems right across the board, BSI 18001, CSA Z1000, and it's all been aligned in a beautiful chart, and there's nothing else like it anywhere else in the industry.
I'd say that one of the really important changes in the 2018 standard is job safety planning and all the requirements related to job safety planning and what must be as part of the electrical safety program. There are several enhancements to requirements related to an electrical safety program, which then fits into the overall management system.
There is a real synergy between the requirements for a job safety plan that must be documented, risk assessment procedure, and also the qualifications. If you are truly qualified, you can execute a job safety plan, and it definitely is a requirement to be qualified. So there's a beautiful synergy between those three things. We've really closed the loop, and it's a game changer.
It's nice that this standard talks to other standards. There was just a Z1005 incident investigation standard released, and there is now a requirement for the electrical safety program to do incident investigation, so you've got a link there.
They took the experts in risk management and we injected that to CSA Z462, and that's why it's so powerful. We benchmarked some of the best standards anywhere in the globe and injected them to our electrical safety standard.
The relationship between the electrical code and Z462 is quite simple, actually. Code relates to installation requirements, but it's some people, the same people that install the equipment, will have to do maintenance. Will have to do modifications, repairs, testing, diagnostics. And those activities are addressed in CSA Z462, so the two standards are interrelated in a very important way.
I completely agree, and I see them as three steps. The design and installation is in the Canadian Electrical Code. To work on it safely is CSA Z462, and in fact, to maintain it correctly, it's the guideline CSA Z463, which is about to become a standard in 2018. So a huge alignment between those three standards, and they actually work in a circle, at least in my view.
Mm-hmm. Inspection and maintenance of electrical equipment as prescribed by 463 is very important for the safety of the worker. The equipment can fail if it's not properly maintained, and that puts the worker in harm's way. Or it may not operate at all, or may not operate within the required parameters. And this affects the risk assessment that you would perform before you begin work, because the exposure to the worker will be based on certain parameters of the equipment and the equipment operating within those parameters. And if the equipment does not operate within those parameters, then your risk assessment really is not directing the worker appropriately.
CSA Z462 is the benchmark for electrical safety standards anywhere in the globe. It is that good because of the risk assessment procedure that's been injected to it, and it actually works. And what I've been telling people is, if you want to hammer health and safety in your business unit, you can use CSA Z462 as a template, not just for electrical, but for your mechanical, your chemical, working at heights. That risk assessment procedure is a common language. It fits everything, and you can get your people working to that level right across your business unit. So it makes perfect sense to me.
And so people need to get a copy of the standard. They need to take training on the standard, because a common mistake they make is to assume that the standard is their electrical safety program. It provides a template, as Mike pointed out, for an organization to create the electrical safety program that is unique to their requirements. You know, pulp and paper, oil and gas, data centers, hospitals will all have a unique electrical safety program, which they will build using the requirements of CSA Z462. But they need training from subject matter experts to be able to do that.
It's absolutely correct, Daniel, and you need to select the correct components from a CSA standard and then inject it into your own business unit, because everybody has different requirements. So It's really important. You might need more, you might need less, and that's okay.